Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Modded Megaquarium. I have painted this room here and I'm trying to work out whether I prefer a 2 wide border around the path or a 1 wide, and I've decided on a 1 wide and we'll set everything back a little bit. This room I want to be very open, and so I'm just going to grab a shipwreck paint here and just extend this out just a little bit here. That's the last bit I needed to do. And I want to try and get this room done today. So we're going to start with a corner tank. And I'll show you my idea. I'm not sure, I haven't measured this out yet, so I don't know if this is really going to work. We have a corner tank there. The mat is 1 in and 1 in, you see what I mean? 1 in from here and 1 in from there. And now I'm hoping that I've got enough space here to put 2, maybe 3 wall tanks in. So we'll have a look. We've got the deep wall tank, so we'll extend that out to there. And then, oh, perfect. That's amazing. Okay, and then on this side, how much space have we got here? That's actually really perfect. Wow. Okay, so yeah, a staff door there. And that's that section done. Oh, this is going to be so much easier than I thought it would be. That's really nice. So we can get a few different platforms in there, and we're going to need one over this side as well. I'm actually going to place it on there, and we'll get both of these done there. So that if anybody is going to feed with, say, orange pellets in this tank and somebody in this tank needs feeding as well, they just need to move from here to here. And again, if somebody's in this tank feeding orange pellets and a fish in here needs orange pellets as well, they can just move from there to there. We don't have to get down and then get up another set of steps. So we can try and push these in as much as we can, just like that, and give us as much space here as we can. Because we're going to need a fair amount back here, I think. And we're going to do the same as in the campaign, where we have all of the stuff which is needed for each tank behind it, regardless of what redundancy we've got. We're on normal mode now. We don't have to micromanage our finances quite as much as we did previously. So let's get a pump in with these. No, actually, I wanna train myself to try and do painting first. So I've got harbourside paint on the walls in here, so we're gonna do that. And also, before we come off there, we also need to do the staff door in the harbourside paint. We'll do the staff door as well. And with these, I have taken the paint all the way to here. Because my idea with this is essentially to do something like this. I may as well put this one in now, so you can see it. In fact, I really should put this in first. So a visitor door in there. And I'm thinking about this anyway. I don't know whether to leave it open, because I'm in 2 minds. Leaving it open would be quite good as well. And then we'll paint across that. So you can see it here. Wow, we're going fast. Why is that so fast? No idea. See, you've got another room through here, but I don't know if that's too limiting. And you can see these tanks around here. And that's the entranceway. This I'm actually going to leave open. I'm going to have a load of gift shop stuff here. And then around the edges I'm also going to put some bins, some benches and some vending machines. Or like this here. So you've got the closed one over there and you've got the open one over here. And actually I do prefer the open. So I am going to take this down. We'll use the visitor doors for a toilet block, which I'm going to put over here as well, because we will need a toilet block. I'm actually going to do that now so that it's up and I don't have to worry about it. So our standard toilet block is like this. Now, do I want this? Just thinking about it. Yeah, this will do. It'll be fairly small, but I want to have these every so often anyway. So we've got that wall in there, which will have to come to there, and then we will have another privacy wall there. In fact, no, privacy wall should be there, because we're going to need some space for the rest of it. So now we want to put in the toilets. We'll put deluxe toilets in. 1, 2, 3 and 4. We'll paint everything so it's a nice colour. Go down for the harbourside paint. Do all of these walls. And this is where we're going to put one of the visitor doors here. And we'll probably put a visitor door here as well. That seems okay like that. And then in here we can do the sink. And this is more aesthetic than anything really, I suppose, because in a toilet you would have a sink. So if I do one there, I can put a broom cupboard next to it. Or do I just do the broom cupboard backstage? No, what you do is you'd have a sink and you'd have a bin. So we'll do that. We'll have a sink and a bin, and then again we need to just paint these quickly like that. So now let's just have a look at this. So we have everything along there. We have the toilet block. You come through the door of the toilet block, you have a sink and a bin, as you'd expect, and then through again into the actual toilets themselves. I don't think the toilets can be painted. Let's just have a look though. I don't think any of this can be painted. But something we are trying to get to with all of this is that you should be able to paint pretty much everything. But no, I've just painted some of the underneath there, but that doesn't matter. So we have our toilet block. We may put another toilet block in here, but no, that's fine for now. So let's put in, say like a chocolate machine there, and a fizzy drinks machine next to it, and then a bin next to that. Bin just there. Over here, where we want the guidebook things, so we'll go for the guidebook shelves. I'll put those across there like that. And I think actually I'm going to move this bin to there, and I'm going to have a padded bench, which is... Do I not have the padded bench? Yes, I do. There it is, padded bench. So I'll put a padded bench just there. And then I think around here as well, I'm going to have some area here where I've got a nice little seating area there. Maybe another one here. Or actually, along here would be good, because we're not going to. We might put a another couple of vending machines there and a bin. Let's see what other vending machines we've got. We have a coffee machine and a popcorn machine, which will go like that. And then again we want another bin just there. And then in the centre area here we have some of the these things. So we'll go one there, one there, and the balloon shelves we'll have like that. And I know that does seem fairly bare, so we may be able to push this up a little bit actually. Move that one to there, this one to here, and we'll spin these ones around, and we might be able to put 2 rows of these in, so we'll have one. If I do that, then I can put another row of those up there. Just make everything nice and symmetrical. Yeah, so you've got, I mean, these are the only things we've got in. As we expand the amount of stuff we have, then we'll be able to get more of this gift shop stuff as we increase in rank. So we're going to want the things for these, the supplies. But as we come in, we'll just ignore the big crowd of people there. We've got some tanks in the first room. I want to be able to see a tank in there, so I'm going to have to, when I do that room, I want to be able to see a tank through from this angle. So we've got the tanks in, we've got the gift shop stuff, we've got the guidebooks, we've got fizzy drinks, chocolate, we've got popcorn, coffee, toilets, and then we come through. We're going to have another room off this way, which is going to be our big shark tank room, and then another room off this way as well. That looks pretty cool. So let's get the fish going now. So we want in here, and I suppose actually once I've done this room, I can technically allow these guys to roam around again and unpause the game. But I think it would be better to have at least one more room done first, so we've got a bit more room to go around. There's a lot of people in here, and they're not going to be best happy when they are unpaused. Some of them were on the toilet when I picked them up and put them over here. Some of them were watching talks. Some of the staff were feeding fish. But no, they all just got dumped into one area. So, my first fish in here. I am going to go with all of this being tropical for a start. So this is all going to be tropical. So I think first of all, I want to know if I can do all of this with one. So we're going to place down a large pump. We're going to add all of these, and I'm just going to see if it is actually feasible to do this just with one tank, with one pump. So we'll get mega heaters first. We need 436. So actually yes, 2 of these will be okay. So if we do that and that, then they are okay. We need an extra one in the middle for redundancy though, because that's 400. These are 436 in total. We have 440. So as soon as one of these starts breaking down, we're going to be in trouble. That gives us an extra 90 on top as redundancy. I can left click for more info. You can see 90 here for the heating. So next we want the filtration. Now we do have these triple filters. They don't add much each, but the more balanced you have these 3, the higher the filtration actually is. So I'm going to see for now whether we can do it with that. That's 140, so probably not. In fact, I know that's not going to be enough. So if we do it instead with just a little bit of a different way, where is it? On here. If we have one of those there, one of those there, you see these give like 220 each of those, and then we'll get rid of this and we'll put in instead, for now, whilst we don't have the bigger stuff, we'll put in 3 of these. That's really quite an expensive tank, but I'm hoping it's going to be enough. And then I will centralise that a little bit more, just to give us space all the way around the edges of it. And add that tank, and add this tank. So we have all 4 tanks now hopefully catered for. We're going to want in some guidebook supplies, copper bands and balloon supplies back here. Although I'm thinking about making a little cupboard somewhere actually. I'm actually thinking about doing that here. One of the nice things about these little spaces behind is that I can do stuff like this. I can make a little entrance in here, and in fact I can say that I want that area there, and this is going to be my store cupboard for the for these, and maybe a cleaning cupboard as well. No, this is just going to be the storage for my balloon supplies. Have one of those. Guidebook supplies. Have one of those. And my copper band toy supplies. One of those. We will also paint this area, and we will keep it in line with everything else. So shipwreck paint on there. And I suppose I could actually have this as a just a plate wall, so I can actually put more stuff in here. A partition wall, sorry. And I may expand that in future to do that. So in this menu, I really wish we had menu titles. I might see if we can mod that in. Need to do the walls, and then grab a staff door, and that will go there, and a harbour side paint again for that. There we go. So that's a nice little room there. I think for now I will put... No, that looks a little bit silly. I'm going to move that to there. Now I will put the cleaning stuff in there for now. So we'll do broom stand just there. So at least so then we've got a broom stand in, and we don't have to worry about them coming back here. We don't have to worry about any of this stuff for the gift shop area back here. And what it does mean is that eventually we may end up cutting this out completely and saying we want 1 feeder and 1 fixer in here full time. You don't get to go anywhere else other than here. And so we'll block off the staff entrance there. That may be something we do in the future. I'm not really into the bullying my staff for now. I'll let them roam until it gets unmanageable, and then eventually we will need to shut them into different places. So in here, how long are we going? Just seeing time on the video. Yeah, we've got time to be able to do a couple of these. We are, just before we do anything else, gonna need some mic headsets back here, and again this might be something we change, take out. I'm going to put 3 of them in, and I'm also going to put in some tool stations. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 of those, and then we'll put the feed that we need in here. So starting with this one here. This is the first tank that you're going to see as you enter the aquarium. So I think I want this room to be full. I really liked that tank that we had with a lot of these Dottybacks, Grammars, Amphius, and the damsels in. So I think we'll go for that again. Something like, let's have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We will have the Coral Beauty and the Flame Angelfish. We'll know we're going to want those. So we'll go for And where are those? They will be, there's the coral beauty, there's the flame angelfish. So we'll go for one of those. And we'll go for the flame angelfish. And we'll go for the azure demoiselles. 1, 2, 3 of those. We'll go for the king demoiselles. 1, 2, 3 of those. We'll go for this one's a bully. This one's a wimp, so I can't put bullies in here. So that is the oblique lined dotty back gone and the Arabian blue lined dotty back gone. However, we can do what I may do then is we'll do 2 of these at a time, and we'll say 1, 2 and 3 of those. And then the oblique line dotty back, 1, 2, 3 of those. Oh, these don't like being in a congealing tank, so I'm going to have to do this one with that. So click on here, I will grab these 3 out and they can go in there. Oh, I can only have 1 in, right, that's why. So if I do that, grab 1 of these out. No. Okay. So I can't have that and I can't have that. That's okay though. We can deal with that. So essentially we're trying to fill all 4 of these at once with various different nicely coloured fish. I think these Bartlett dislikes food competitors. Nothing else eats krill, that's okay. So I've had to split this episode up into 2 different parts, so join me tomorrow for part 2 of this episode. Thank you for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will. See you tomorrow.